And one more of that just really hard run for a good measure, because I'm pretty sure I played it incorrectly the second time around. Okay, I played it incorrectly the third time around. Jesus, tough one. One more time. Okay. I'm thinking about it so much, I'm gonna mess it up. Woo! There we go. Anyways, that was my absolute slaughter of Frank Zappa's like cohesive, like meticulously composed Peaches and Regalia. Great song, and it's instrumental, so you don't have to put up with my insufferable singing. Yeah, you're welcome for that. Yeah. Anyways, I mean, I obviously took some liberties there. I mean, it's just a fun song to jam with. Like, you know, it's got most of it is, you know, the. And then the. And then. Just a sec, please. I admittedly went on a bit of a run there, but yeah, and then there's the I love this. It reminds me of like the opening theme song to like a sitcom from the 70s or something. Like, you know, Happy Days or whatever. Not Happy Days. What was the one with his name, Gary something, the little black dude who had like, he actually had dwarfism, and it was about this old rich white guy who fosters two black kids. And it's, you know, there's a very infamous episode that's been parodied a lot where the bicycle shop owner is like kind of like implied that he's a pedophile, and yeah, I like I remember seeing that as a kid on TV, because it was either that or watch like Maury Povich or Jerry Springer when I was sick. You know, and I was a sickly child, but yeah, this bit reminds me of just that kind of uplifting, happy-go-lucky sort of, you know, twanging, swanging sort of tune that you hear in one of those shows. And then there's that run, man, it's so tough. I came close to nailing it there. And then, you know, you do the whole, just in a sort of higher, you know, you play it on the higher strings, and, you know, a little bit up the board. And you know, I noticed watching Dweezil and Steve Zappa, or sorry, Steve Vai, Zappa, Dweezil, Zappa, and Steve Vai. Fucking, my syntax making me sound fucking dyslexic. I can't talk today. Fuck, whatever. Fuck talking anyways. Talking's overrated. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, like, you know, Zappa and Vi would play something like before the do. And that was what kind of gave me the idea to be like, this is a great song to just kind of, you know, make a smoothie out of, if you will. You know, I'll break down that metaphor for you if that seems a little vague, you know. You got the bits and pieces of the song, which I just showed you, and, you know, it ends on the... fades out. I don't like when songs fade out. I like when songs end. So that's another excuse to kind of just go snatch that ball and run wild with it. Probably, I'm sure Zappa Senior is, doing somersaults in his grave right now, fucking. But the thing is with Frank Zappa, if you look up his guitar solos, and this I think is the mark of a true genius, and I'm not saying this applies to me by any stretch, but like for a long time I thought he was a terrible guitar player. I thought that he just didn't know what the fuck he was doing when he was shredding. Like he was obviously, like, he taught himself to be a classical composer, but I didn't think he knew what the fuck he was doing when he picked up a guitar, but I think he was either like deliberately atrocious in some of the solos, or he was just kind of pushing the envelope. But when you watch solos that he does in like with the whole Black Napkins, which is like one giant solo, and when he plays it live at the Palladium, specifically with Adrian Belew, and he became a part of King Crimson, and I think he played with David Bowie, which is why Zappa made one of my favorite songs, making fun of David Bowie's Let's Dance. Be in my video, darling, every night. I will rent a cage for you and mention it's dressed in white. Teedle-leedle, twirl around in a lap dissolve, pretend to sing the words. Something, 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 release a flock of birds. Yeah. I will get in my red-hot car, and I will look repulsive as I mangle my guitar. And then they sing, like, I love that. It's so great. And I could see why Zappa he wasn't anti-drug. Like, people I think get that wrong about him. He was against doing drugs himself, except for smoking cigarettes. He smoked a fuckload of Winston's, which I've got a carton of right now, so I'm gonna have one right after this. For you, fucking Mr. Zappa, you're a true inspiration to me, in more and more ways than just music. I mean, like, I think he was like, he knew what he was talking about politically, when it came to the issues of America at that day and age, and stuff that he said is still relevant today. But like, he said when he was being interviewed by a police officer, for no reason I can seem to find, no matter how much I dig, it's just as a random interview with a highway cop or something. The cop, of course, asks him, "Oh, well, you have this anti-drug stance," and he was like, "No, I just play very technical music." Like, as I said, like the Palladium guitar solo that he does, and Terry Bozzio, Adrian Belew, oh my god, they're like so stellar. The reason I brought up the David Bowie thing was because it's surmised by Zappa's fan base that song, Be in My Video, is not just parodying kind of generic MTV videos at the time that were sort of trying to be edgy, but also he was taking a jab at Bowie because Bowie co-opted Adrian Belew to play for him. And I'm not afraid to say I love the stuff that King Crimson did with Adrian Belew. I think it's great. Most King Crimson fans will scoff at me for saying that, but whatever, fuck them. I'm gonna learn how to play Satori and Tangier. And I was really into the beatniks, William Burroughs, Jack Kerouac, Allen Ginsberg as a teenager. That shit was like kind of what started my brain going in a direction where I was thinking for myself. I mean, yeah, sure, you could say they're degenerates, but hey, so am I, so fuck off. But yeah, anyways, I mean, Frank Zappa, as he's smoking fuckloads of cigarettes, he's like, I think drugs should be legalized and they should be taxed, and that way, we just get our vices out in the open. And I think that would even deter drug use, because part of the appeal is doing something you're not supposed to, which is totally fucking true. And he also, mentions we should tax churches, and, actually enact a separation of church and state. Brilliant guy. Can't say enough about him, but yeah, if you want to be blown away by some real guitar playing, not my guitar playing, some real guitar playing, look up Black Napkin's Palladium, Zappa, and he does the solo, and I've looked at the tabs for the song. I read about a third of it, and I was like, there's no way in hell I'm ever going to memorize this. This would take weeks. But he does it. He's playing it as he's like high-fiving the audience, and they're hurling toilet paper rolls at him, and he's like still like grabbing the roll and throwing it back, and then I don't know how to play Black Napkins, by the way. I'm just kind of ad-libbing there. Yeah, anyways, I hope that little medley of sorts was something. It's nice to be able to record on my phone, because the audio on my computer is shite, hence why I haven't been uploading guitar solos. But anyways, catch you all later.